reps in camp and he's got a sore arm. Why? Well, people say he throws a lot before practice and after practice. Well, how counterproductive is that?
I'm sure there's a method to the madness.
What is it?
He's trying to get his arm right, Tone. I'm sure he's probably practiced more now than he has at any point in his
Well, obviously
career.
it was counterproductive because he's got a sore arm.
Okay, so you're using that as a negative against the kid?
I don't understand.
Jesus, God, would you give him a chance?
Well,
my God,
here's the
because his
thing.
arm's sore?
Yeah.
What, that's a negative? That the kid's got a sore arm?
Yes.
Because he's working too hard? The hell out of here.
Working against who? Who's he
Get out
working
of
against?
here. You got an agenda with that. You're going to, you know what,
Riz.
Tone? That's going to bite you in the ass.
Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing
That boy got no sense.
And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right-hand side, we got Decatur's best preseason starter, Corey Davis. And underneath us both, we have the OG. Let the show begin. Chuck Little John. What's up, my dogs?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Yeah. What's happening?
Man, NFL football season is officially on the way. We are here, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling
Be
good.
exciting today.
Yeah,
Man. Me too.
it's exciting, man. Exciting. I know, OG, you're not that excited. I know it's preseason. It's preseason. Man, I couldn't wait to see those preseason games, man. I could not wait. I was super excited about it. Let's welcome everybody out there. First in the barbershop chair today, my dad, man, Larry Wright, man.
Yeah.
Everybody else into the chair. So, Pop, you know what the deal is, man. What kind of cut are you asking for tonight, man? What do you want done to the head, man? Let me know. Let us know, and we'll get that taken care of for you.
I gotta add something. Larry, you got a fan at the place of work where me and your son work at. So yeah, those who know, we had a bowling tournament, company bowling tournament, and to me, he was like, let me tell you how crazy this is real quick. He's like, said, hey man, didn't I say you Saturday? I said, yeah. He said, and I thought he finna tell me something good. He said, hey man, who's the dude that was bowling with you, man? That he kicking butt, man. He said, oh, the gentleman, man. He said, that bowled 7 something. I said, oh, I you about to talk about me? I said, man, that's my man Larry. He said, that dude was awesome. I said, okay. I said, you know, some other people bowling with him, right? He said, oh, we were just watching him. And at first, I ain't gonna lie to you, it kind of shattered my ego a little bit. I said, hey man, turn it out. They said, yeah, but he held y'all up, and I was like, you know what? He showed it. He showed out. So look, big shout out to Larry, man. You got a fan out there, dude. Big left-handed guy that was next to us, but I thought he recognized me. He recognized me because of you. So
I told y'all he was the only one that was coming back after one roll.
yeah, he was.
Look, I'm not gonna let y'all do us like that. We had a good show. We had a good show,
man.
Okay, let me rephrase it then.
Okay.
He was coming back more than anybody else after one roll.
Straight back. You're right. Straight back. Back to the seat.
Now you feel better, G?
A little better. I need a little more accolades, dog. I need some more. You got to send some more accolades my way, man. Look.
I don't know. When you said,
but they would have. That was.
when you see him bowl the ball and he turn around, come back in, everybody adapt, and ain't nobody else doing that. Then hey, you know,
It's over. It's over. I know, right? He done both.
everybody's waiting on the pin sweeper to come down and waiting on their ball to come back.
But they were the group that was right next to us, with the young lady that was a Falcons fan, and then the two big the big left-handed guy. He was the one that recognized me.
Okay. We
being hilarious, good bowler.
Yeah, as the day went on, or the day went on, we was dapping each other up at the end. Hey, great role, man. So we you know how it is, man. When people start seeing each other more often, it's like when you see that guy at work that you see him for the first day, you walk past him. Second day, walk past him a little more, give him a head nod. Third day, give him a dap, fist bump. Fourth day, y'all probably get a little, what's up, my dog? Hey, man, have a great weekend, but I see you, So that's how we do, man. That's how we do. Pop said, man, we all did a great job. I can truly say the crew and you showed up. Okay, Pop, go ahead and throw that name in there.
I appreciate your modesty, man. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you not trying to take all the glory. That's all right. That's all right.
Look, I'm gonna say this, then I get off of it. So I told Gabe, I said, man, they start watching your dad after the first game. They start coming over talking to him, trying to get him off a little bit, but he had already he had a following before we even finished bowling because they realized he was gunning for that
300.
The prize. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Hey, so
but good shout out. Good shout out, man.
They had no bowling etiquette, did they?
Say it again.
Some people did not have bowl etiquette.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
People to our right.
You get up there getting ready to roll, and they will walk right up there.
Yeah. Y'all get ready to roll, they roll right there and roll their ball. What the world?
Take off like they try to beat us to the pin.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had to stop a couple of times because he walking right there with me.
Yeah. All right, man. James Littlejohn, he says, really, Mr. Wright. And my dad, are you late today, man? What's going on? It looks that way. Bill Harris, he came on third. Roddy Littlejohn and Quest, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Anybody else that may be out there, man, on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Man, remember when you come to the channel, tell a friend, bring a friend, and when you come, don't come by yourself. This is episode 6, season 5, man. And we're going to talk a little bit today about preseason football. Get our takes, the good, the bad, the uglies. If we paid attention to it, how much stock do you put into this? And do you like what you saw from Shaduer Sanders in his first game, which I know we all probably looked at? Maybe, Corey got a chance to go back and look at it again.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk, some other sports talks, man. I know I wanted to bring up some NBA talk if we have time as well. All right. I see OG moving around right there, man. We see you this time, OG. We see you, baby.
Y'all just sit.
Yeah, man. When you need that good drink to get you ready, to get you loosened up like OG is over there, man. Nobody better to go to than our guy, Cooking Dad Drink Reviews.
Everybody drink responsible.
You won't want to take the opinion of a stranger. That type of advice is just not for you, because you're at that time of the day where you don't want to waste your money, and your plan is to throw back a shot or two. You're not necessarily an alcohol person, and picking out a brand is fairly new. If you want something to go with your burger, possibly a steak, then check out Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews. Remember, drink responsibly and click that subscribe too, and go with the one the crew and you trust. Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews.
Thank you, Cooking Dad Drink Reviews has been a wonderful sponsor of our very first segment. All right, fellas, man, let's go ahead and jump right on in to Thursday night's football game. Friday night's football game. My apologies. And Shaduer Sanders and the Cleveland Browns. My dad says, man, what's up with these Cleveland Browns quarterbacks? Let's talk about Shaduer Sanders.
Oh, if you don't mind, G, hold on a second. I before we get deep into Shadur, because I know we can go out for a minute. I want to say, because I know we were all talking about Maurice Norris. Before we get into good sports, I want to just thank God that young brother was okay. Honestly, if you don't mind me starting with that Falcons game, listen, man, this is a violent game that we all love. As far as this sports talk, we love this game, but at the drop of a hat, somebody can get hurt, somebody can be injured, somebody could pass away. I'm glad that situation didn't happen, and I ain't gonna lie to you, that was one of the most emotional, somber is preseason football games that I've been to in a long time. But I'm glad that young brother is okay. They said his extremities are okay. That he's just starting to wiggle his fingers, toes, and all that. He's gonna be all right. Now, my question to you guys is, and like I said before we get into Shador talk, let's talk about rookies that go through this situation. I'm gonna ask you both the question: should this guy consider retiring?
We say the same thing about I can't remember his name.
A kid from the Buffalo.
From Buffalo.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess I don't know if y'all watching. I know.
Oh, then OG, then did he go out?
I think OG went out.
So she said the first thing that happened was that I guess he hit his head against his knee. So that kind of shook his brain up, and then his neck snapped. So the combination of those two, his neck snapping and his head, she's saying that potentially threw the brain back against the back of the skull and caused everything, all the endings and everything to fire off, and that's why he went into that convulsion where he was, he was shaking going on,
looking like he was seasoned. Yeah,
right. She said he actually was seasoned. She said that because that will cause you to seize because everything is kicking off all at the same time because it kind of shook up the brain, and that's why he started season. But I don't know. I guess I don't know if he'll play anymore. And he's a rookie, and I guess that's the toughest thing about it. So he's trying to make the team. So
for those who don't understand what OG is talking about, he sent us a clip of a doctor explaining how deep the situation was from the front end to the back end of the guy's head, and for those who saw the video, he was seasoned. That's what, because you had broke up a little bit, OG, from the beginning. My bad. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, no problem. So I guess it would be tough for him to come back right now with that just happening because I guess physically they want to make sure he's all right, and then mentally he needs to make sure he's all right.
Yeah.
From just going through that type of situation, because some of it he may not even remember. He may not even really know what happened to him until he actually, if he goes back and watches it, until he watches it, sees what happened to him on the field, he may not even remember. So I think it'd be tough for him to come back this year, and I just hate it because he's a rookie trying to make the team. I just think it'd be tough. Now, should his career be over with? That'd be something that he have to, I guess, consider and talk to his doctors and all concerned parties to see if there's any jeopardy or risk for him if he does come back by suffering that type of injury. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna play more this season.
Yeah,
that's just me personally.
Mm-hmm. And I think as a football player, I think you understand that these things can happen. I think he probably will be back, and Sharp probably should because I'm not sure if it's his first concussion or first head injury like that. As long as he doesn't have any issues with his neck, any issues with his spine or anything like that, I think he will go back out there again because that's a fluke incident. As much goes on in the NFL, you rarely see this happen to him. So, likely than not that it doesn't happen. So I think they will. He probably will give it another shot because he played football his entire life.
Hey, G, your mic cutting in and out.
Is it okay?
Yeah. Okay, there you go. There you
There
go.
you
Oh,
go.
I thought it was me at
Okay.
first.
Okay, my bad. Probably too
I'm sitting
far.
here just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
yeah, it being that he has been playing football his entire life, this is what he knows. Like he understands the volatile aspect of football and how how it can affect you. But if it was, and I want to say if it was just a head concussion, uh, I think he will, get back on the field, man, and try it again.
Okay.
Just because I don't think he feels and I don't want to speak for the kid, but I would feel that I'm not in danger of, doggone messing my neck up, or like it's not like a neck injury, where you mess that up, man, you paralyze yourself again. So, so yeah, I think I would do it. I would get back out there as a rookie as well. I want to be back out there.
So you said the word in danger. So before I go to this last question, and then we'll keep moving on. So I want to give a shout out to Coach Ross, coach of the Falcons, who decided to give Coach Campbell a call. When they decided to stop play, about 14 minutes in, Coach Ross said he could see it on the kids' faces that they weren't, ready to go back out there. He could see that the concern for those kids, like I said, they just did a running play and they were all over the place. So he ended up, giving, to send a message to Coach Campbell, and he asked, he said, "Listen, man, my kids are shook over here. Let's go ahead and just I'm gonna hold on to the ball, and we're not gonna run another play." I want to say, good call. But in the process, from what I was reading today, he may be subject to uh, either sanctions from the league or possibly, something from the NFL is what they were saying today, because two coaches made a decision that did not come from New York. So there's a possibility that he could probably either be fined or I'm hoping that he does not because of the severity of the situation. But do y'all feel like because Coach Ra instigated I don't know if they call it instigated, but like I said, stop a play, from the NBA in the NFL, should he be either fined, suspended, or should he, should there be some kind of sanctions on this coach because he called another coach and stop play with almost, like I said, a whole quarter of play left? Do you feel like Coach Ross should be fined, suspended, or something done behind the NFL?
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
No,
I agree. Absolutely not.
I think they looked at, like you said, the severity of the situation, and we actually have a precedent on this situation before. They stopped the game in a regular season game in Buffalo when it happened to them. They didn't play anymore after that. So they actually replayed the rest of the game another day.
Yeah.
So I don't have
But
a
coach had made the coaches didn't make that decision.
Cut it out.
And that's what they were saying. There should be, it's possible that the NFL could bring sanctions down on them. But that's why I was asking you guys, do y'all feel that way? Go ahead, OG.
No, what I think should happen is, they had these officials that replay. I mean, that watch every play, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those officials that watch every play, just in case people up high above didn't know what was going on, while they was treating this guy, them the ones that should have been making phone calls and say, "Hey, we need to stop this." It shouldn't even got to the point. It shouldn't have even got to the point where the coaches had to come together to make that decision. Because I think they say they was treating him for like 20 minutes.
Man, that was the longest 20 minutes that we were just sitting out there.
Right. And like I'm saying, during that 20 minutes, that's something within the NFL front office that something should have been going on within that 20 minutes. And when they finally got him off the field, they shouldn't even had to run one play. They should have said, "We done."
And I and
So I
and I
definitely
was
think he shouldn't be spending fine or nothing.
and I felt like I know in our little group chat, you know, Pee Wee was saying like, man, why did it take them so long? Because it is a money thing. It's first of all, it's a
there you go.
business. This is a business, and then second of all, they have to call down there and see what the severity is for themselves because we're looking on the outside looking in from what we see. So they actually have to talk to the medical team, talk to the doctors around them, talk to the owners of the team and the coaching staff and the higher ups to see what should be done. So it's a process and what effect it's going to have on the money. Note the commercials that they have that they've been paid for, So all this stuff has to come in an account because it is a business still.
So you're saying because it's a business, that would be a reason behind Coach Rock getting, if there is a fine or if there's a sanction, that'll be the reason why.
That'd be the reason why they try to make up some of the lost money that they had for endorsements, not endorsements, but deals. Like I said, commercial deals. These people pay big money to be on an NFL game, to have their commercial on the NFL game. So, that's millions of dollars that they've lost out on, So
what quarter did this happen?
This was
fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, yeah.
Fourth quarter.
Yeah. It was actually the first play of the fourth quarter.
Yeah. So the whole quarter left to play, but
yeah,
I don't know. I understand what you're saying, G, about it being a money thing.
Mm-hmm.
But when somebody is at risk and you see players, so I know with the kid from Buffalo that it may have taken a longer time, I guess, to get him situated than they did this guy. But at least, like I say though, at least these replay officials, they still have cameras down there. They see what's going on in the field. The call should have started then. And then you just have to have one call to confirm, well, how bad is it? It's just bad. Okay, stop it. But to me, it's like they didn't take the initiative to start it when the incident happened, when you see how bad it is, when the ambulance happened to come on the field. That's telling you it's real bad. Mm-hmm. They don't just bring the ambulance on the field for something that's not extreme. I mean, that's serious. So it tells you right then and there it's serious. So phone calls start happening right then and there. But
so let me say this here. So to go on G side for a quick second. So my wife was sitting there when I tell you shook up. You know what I'm saying? My wife was sitting there like a parent. You know what I mean? My wife was sitting there, almost in tears, praying, hoping that this kid's gonna be all right. Now, right next to us, we got a family trying to take selfies. We got a family over there. What's going on? Why they stop and play? They need to get him off the field so we can continue on. Mm-hmm. There are some people that cared about the situation that was on the field, mm-hmm. and then you get people that are there strictly for entertainment. And I told my wife that. I said, she said, why are they, because like whenever, Grady got there, they start clapping and stuff, but this guy was still, they cut his jersey off, trying to get to him, whatever, they thought that Grady was finna take him and, and they getting ready to, continue play. Mm-hmm. And what I had to tell my wife for a quick second, I go, these people don't look at the totality of what just happened here. They want to be entertained. They still want, some of these people, like two people that were behind us said, we flew all the way here to watch this game and it's over. Mm. So I get what G is saying. I don't like that. I don't like it like that. I don't like that, that term that, that people don't care about that. Look, I get that person, him and his girl had flew in from Detroit because they were saying, oh, this is one of the cheapest tickets we ever had. We'll probably never get to see Detroit because they're so good right now, whatever. But they didn't care about the situation that was on the field. And that was one of their guys. They just felt like they were short at 14 minutes of football play.
Right. So I was lost because I said, suppose that was your son down there. Suppose that's your family member down there.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. When G said that, I get that portion of it, the business portion, and that's the bad part about it. So I didn't think about it that way, but if they do, I hope they don't spend him. But
Yeah.
if they
It
do
wouldn't.
anything to him, I
It
hope
wouldn't
that
be
they
a
put in there.
suspension. Yeah, I don't think it'll be a suspension.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. If he does get a fine, I'm sure the owner would pay that fine for him. You know, whatever it may be. That's the type of person that he is anyway. Arthur Blank.
Arthur
So
Blank.
yeah, Arthur Blank. He'll pay that fine for him, man. If he does get a fine. I don't foresee it happening, but if it did, I can see that being paid by Arthur Blank though. And that we live in a world right now that is desensitized, man. They don't care about death. They don't care about serious injury anymore. People are posting live videos of people getting murdered and replaying it and retweeting it and resending it out. People use Stadium on Twitter put the video out of my man getting, going into convulsions, like after the head trauma, like immediately. Mm-hmm. Like, here's the video of the Detroit line of Maurice. Why are you putting this out there, dog? Like, we don't even know what's going on. Why are you so quick to put this out there? But that's the world that we live in. Everybody wants to be first to everything, man. And it is sad. It sucks. It sucks, man. It sucks that we have to live in a world that doesn't care about people like that. And like you said, people with you or around you didn't care about him. And it's a bunch of people out there just like that. Unfortunately.
And I say at the moment that that van left, the ambulance left, nobody really knew what the condition of that kid was. There was no thumbs up. I think when you asked, I'm just waiting to see a thumbs up. There was no thumbs up. And then when you watch the body language of, maybe he was out cold. I don't know. And then when they cut his jersey open, I don't know if they had resuscitated. Nobody really, they didn't know hard facts. You see what I'm saying? And like I was putting on our group chat, I think this is a little bit more serious than it's looking like. But I'm glad that kid is okay, man. Out of all that, I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah. Glad he is okay, man. I think I said in our group chat, man, I was emotional just watching it, and just seeing the players and how, like, they was like, man, forget this, dog. Like, we're not about to play the game. Let's gather up together in a circle, man, and hey, the prayers of the righteous avail as much. And they went into a deep prayer over this kid, man. And where two or three are gathered, man, come before him and ask anything, and it shall be given. And it was given. He was healed in Jesus' name, man. So I love that, and I'm glad that they did the right thing, even though it took a while. But it will take a while because it's a multi-billion-dollar company. So it's going to take a while.
And I believe that, because I think 6 minutes, with 6 minutes left, that was when it was official. That when they made it over the loudspeaker at the 6 minute mark, from 14 to 6 minutes is in. That's when they named it, and that's when you heard your boos, you heard your claps, you heard your disappointments, but it was done in the right way.
And you gotta honestly, you gotta actually give kudos to the NFL, even though it took them a while from New York, but they allowed the players to stand on the field without getting any penalties, allowed the clock to continue to run, and
no whistle,
no whistles. So they was doing their part, just until they heard.
Wait a minute. Was it them, G, or was it the referees that decided?
They're part of the NFL. Yeah, they're part of the NFL. So the referees are part of the NFL. So.
But you make it sound like it's coming from the top doing that.
Yeah, I would say.
It's coming from the. It's coming from the. They're not the players. They're like, So they could have issued penalties. So they are part of the NFL. So I'll have to give them credit, because they do have NFL staff inside of each game too. So they could have told them, hey man, y'all gotta issue something. Like, y'all can't just let the clock run. So so all of them are part of it. Yeah, I definitely was.
So I got one more question about this.
That's not a legal play. You only get 30. You only get 30 seconds, 35 seconds on the clock, play clock.
So,
Pee-wee.
so you say this is a multi-billion-dollar company,
Yes, sir.
or franchise, whatever you want to call it. So it seems like they will have a expedited protocol for situations like this, where it shouldn't take as long.
But I think this is what I was saying. Like, this ain't something that happens.
I know it's not nothing that's happened, but it's happened before. Like you said, it's happened at least one time before. Where they stopped the game and had to come back and finish the game. So at that point in time, they should have come up with a protocol, because this has happened. It can happen again. We need to come up with a protocol so we can react fast to the situation and decide whether the game needs to be stopped and continue to play now going forward. And let it be expedited because of the circumstances and the situation that these players are going through.
But do you? And so I think they did that. If you remember when DeMar Hamlin got hurt in Buffalo, we waited like an hour or so to figure out if they was going to play again. It was this time we waited 8 minutes, eight game time minutes.
But that's because
because of the actions of the players.
Yeah, because action of the players. But DeMar Hamlin's incident, and not taking anything away from this guy, but here's a little bit more severe, where they kept him on the field a lot more. Like long, they had to resuscitate. We know they had to resuscitate him.
Resuscitate him.
So it took a lot longer to get him stable to the point where he could be transported.
That's true too. What I saw here is the players did it, but we're leaving out not only the players, so did the NFL, so did the refs. The ref was right along with it. They let that clock run. They didn't stop after he said hike. He hiked the ball and then just held it.
But that's what I'm saying. When I was if you could see on the one of the coaches, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, somebody came like about 10 steps out and said, "Hold the ball." From the Falcon side, like hold the ball, and that's when you see Jones just had the ball like this, and they were just sitting there. Then the players kind of got together, and you can hear, and not saying here, but you can see like we're not finna run anymore. Players like said, just hold the ball, and he held the ball, held the ball, and they were trying to figure out what was going on. And like I said, it came from the Falcon side first, but then when he made the call to Dan, it was bigger than the game. It was more respect for this kid than anything else. But I agree with you with the fact that this game is more than just the kid. It's people's entertainment and all that stuff. I'm not giving NFL nothing right now. I can't go with you on that because I think it was more the coaches started it and then the players understood what was going on. But even if it did eventually, I think the NFL caught on. 8 minutes later.
Yes, I don't think the NFL. I don't think it was officially done by the NFL until Corey said they came on the loudspeaker saying the game has officially been suspended.
Well, they said it on TV.
I'm just saying, but that's when it came from the NFL. Everything leading up to that, I think, was the coaches and the players.
So on the telecast, they were saying they were waiting to hear back from the NFL to see what to do.
But they had if they waiting for them. But they had already made the decision because the NFL. What if the NFL, like you said, they would say, "Hey man, y'all need to keep playing, keep playing or something, But they had already, made that decision after first, like OG just said, it was about almost 20 minutes of them trying to resuscitate, do whatever, wait for the ambulance to come out. It was an intense, at least 15 minutes of intense. We don't know what to do. They should have made a decision then. But when all of that was going on, everybody was sitting in the stadium. Like I said, some people taking selfies, some people still having fun, drinks and all that. Some people were sitting like this. And that's when, we text for a long time. That's still 25, maybe 30, almost 30 minutes that the NFL had.
Yeah,
that's
a
long time, G.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And I think so. They said, how was that not a legal play? So in football, when your quarterback kind of gives himself up, they call the play dead. That's what they did. So that play could have stopped right then, but they didn't. They just let it go on and on and on.
Let time, let the time keep going. Right.
So it's not a penalty, but the refs did not stop the play like they normally would stop a play.
Mhm.
So
so let me tell you. So if I had to explain anything, so it makes sense to me. All right, when there's an offense, there's a line coach. There's a line judge or a line official that's near the head coach. You know,
Mhm.
if
Both
it
sides.
and I'm just paint my own picture, right? First of all, if there's a line judge that's holding in the first down and out, the flag, then you got an official somewhere near you. If you sit there and go, man, we're not playing it, they hear you when you say hold the ball. We're not finna run another play. I'm hoping that way where they kind of understood the severity and said, man, we're not running anything else. And then the officials kind of kicked in, or if they're on the phone, listen, we need to do a better job, or let's figure out what to do. I'm just hoping that it happened that way.
Okay, man. Great conversation, man. Great way to start the show.
Fact. I appreciate y'all letting me switch it up, man. My bad.
Yeah. No. That's very important, man. I love that. Dog. That's good. All right, man. Let's go into our second segment. But before we do, let's give our wonderful sponsor a big shout out. Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews. Cooking Dad.
Everybody drink responsible.
You won't want to take the opinion of a stranger. That type of advice is just not for you, because you're at that time of the day where you don't want to waste your money, and your plan is to throw back a shot or two. You're not necessarily an alcohol person, and picking out a brand is fairly new. If you want something to go with your burger, possibly a steak, then check out Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews. Remember, drink responsibly and click that subscribe too, and go with the one the crew and you trust. Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews.
Thank you, Cooking Dad Drink Reviews, for being a wonderful sponsor of our second segment. All right, fellas. So on Friday night, while the Falcons were playing, the Cleveland Browns were playing, and Shaduer Sanders was playing in his first start in his NFL career, man. We all felt like they may be trying to set this cat up, man. Like, he's about to go against the first team in Carolina. He's going out there with his second and third string quarterback receivers and stuff. But OG, Shaduer has been resilient in his whole life, in his whole career, in playing football. How did you feel he did in his first start in the NFL after all that turmoil going on in camp?
Hold on.
I think he did great. He came out the first series and started kind of shaky, but once he got his feet on him, and he played great. He ran a little bit. He scrambled in the pocket a little bit. Throw 2 touchdowns in tight windows. So he showed them what he's capable of doing and the talent that he has. So what I'm thinking is that based on looking at that, it's his first game, but still you got to realize he's going against day ones. So I'm sure there's some teams out there now that wish they maybe had drafted when they didn't draft him. I could be right or wrong, but I'm sure there's some teams out there that's saying, "Man, we may have missed out on something now." When he came out there and showed them what he really could do. I think he had a good game. He gave himself a C+, but to me, I think he did great with the situation and the circumstances that he's been going through in Cleveland.
Okay.
And we said that these receivers, these second, third string receivers, are trying to make the teams too. So they go do what they can to help themselves to make the team also. He threw that one touch pass. I think the guy may be number 37 or whatever.
Yeah.
It was a touch pass, good pass on him, but just as well a good catch on that guy's one-handed catch also.
Right.
So I think he had a very, very good outing. I just hope it continue, and then they're gonna make Cleveland have to make some tough decisions.
Very, very tough decisions, and now I believe they said Dylan Gabriel may get his turn this following week coming up to try to prove himself. And I honestly want to see Shaduer once again I want Shaduer to start again next week. Because I want him to build off of it. I don't want him to now sit back and let somebody else get them first team reps. Let him go out there and build off of that, and then see what he does, and then put Dylan in the second quarter or third quarter, or whatever it may be. But because Shaduer's a rookie too, so
Right.
yeah, give Shaduer those reps again, man, and see what he does. You saw what he was able to do versus the ones already. Let the man go out there again and work this thing out. I believe they play Philly next week.
Yeah, they play Philly 1 o'clock next Saturday.
Yeah. So
What? So what? I'm sorry. What did I miss, G?
we were just talking about his performance, and OG mentioned that he gave himself a C+, and and his players, his receivers, actually, are trying to prove something too, and they went out there and played well for him as well, making one-hand catches and making, when the ball came into their hands, man, they did the best they could with that. Corey, with that being said, man, how did you feel after? I know you probably watched it afterwards. How did you feel his performance was?
So like most, you have to kind of dust off a little rust or get that, that how would you put it, nervousness out a little bit, because that first scramble and that first group of plays, then he kind of settled down a little bit, and he got hot, he got warmed up, and he showed that same bravado that he had in Colorado, and that's what I wanted to see. I know he had a lot to prove out there. I know there's still some naysayers. I know there's still some media like you put on there before it got started that still don't believe. But some people had a change of heart after that game. Even the guy that you posted, he's a media guy that had negative to say. He wanted an interview at the end of the game. You change your attitude, but I guess to piggyback on what you were saying, going forward, because I still feel the same way, that they set the kid up for failure, and it backfired on him. They asked the owner, did he have something to say, and he what did he say? No comment right now. Because he made you look stupid. He made you look bad. He disappointed y'all because he played well. I don't know if they're saying that Dylan Gabriel is going to be his next chance. But Shaduer did what he was supposed to do. With the second and third stringers, he went against the first team offense and defense and played well. And I'm glad he did. Honest to God, I'm glad he did. I told my wife, like I said, when we had the show on Wednesday, I was disappointed in Cleveland behind there doing this. And then I think I sent it to y'all at the end of the game when the coach was sitting there talking to the players, gave Shaduer no accolades for a good game played. He called out special teams, called out the defense, but gave this kid no kudos, no thumbs up, no good game. Gave him nothing. And that's still bothering me, G. I'm telling you, it's still bothering me. I know he needs some more shine. I know he needs some more time to play, but I'm telling you, man, that it backfired on them, and they're just not doing right by this kid.
He's definitely in an uphill battle dealing with the Cleveland Brown organization, and this is what Corey was referring to after the game. You all, if y'all watched the beginning of the show, I played the clip of this media personality just talking about Shaduer having a sore shoulder, and he's laughing about it. Why does he have a sore shoulder? He ain't even really playing in practice. Why is he wasting all his throws before practice and after practice, throwing against air? It doesn't make sense. And the other reporter, the host of the show, was like, man, you're just trying to find reasons not to like this kid, man. It's gonna bite you in the butt. All this negativity that you're throwing out there. You have an agenda that you're trying to
agenda.
Yeah. So this is the guy who Corey said now who's trying to have an interview after the game with Shaduer.
Tony, I be hoping you be hold on. Tony, I be hoping you got something positive to say about me. You always say negative stuff about me. And I'm like, I ain't do nothing to you. No. I ain't see nothing positive that you ever said. I think I'm positive everything. What up, Tony? Come on, Tony. What I do? What I do to you, Tony?
Wow.
And although Shaduer laughed with him and stuff, so you can tell Shaduer was actually like hurt. Like, man, what did I do to you, dog? Like, why is everything come out of your mouth so negative about me? I don't even know you. Why are you like that? Like, I just come in to play football, and you're throwing dirt on me. You're throwing mud at me every opportunity you get. I haven't heard you say one good thing about me since I've been here. And it's sad that he has to go through that, but I'm in agreement with both of you all, man. I thought he had a really, really good performance. What I honestly expected from Shaduer Sanders, being the type of player that he is. And I've always said I thought he was built for this. His dad has prepared him for this type of stuff right here because his dad went through the same type of stuff. His dad has been ridiculed. His dad has been talked about. And so, and they have probably been talked about just as bad because of who their dad is. So he's built for this, man. And I just love the fact that Shaduer doesn't let that man slide off with trying to come and interview me now. I'm not going to let you. I've heard everything you said. And I think that's his personality. I think he said that to a player when he was in Colorado, and he said he heard, after the game, I heard all that stuff you were saying. So he's gonna call you out, man, and I appreciate it, but I want to see him, get that opportunity again. I don't want Dylan Gabriel to get the start this week. I want Shaduer to get the start. No, I want Shaduer to get the start and then bring Dylan in afterwards. Let Dylan go in against the second and third string or whatever it may be. But I want to see Shaduer be able to build off of this. So that's what I want.
So do you think they're gonna play? So, and that's what I'm saying, because they were saying that Dylan is dealing with a hamstring. I think Kenny Pickett is dealing with a hamstring. That's why they had to bring in Tyler Huntley, because they needed some quarterback play. So you're saying that you wouldn't want to see Gabriel behind the center?
Not start.
Or you just said you want Shaduer to start? Okay.
I want Shaduer to start. I want Shaduer to start. Yeah.
Why not have Dylan start against their starters first to see the difference in play?
Are they gonna play this?
Because Dylan is only.
Yeah. Philly probably not gonna play their starters anyway.
Okay.
But I just want Shaduer to get every chance that he can, because if you put Shaduer in against the fourth and fifth string or whatever it may be, what are they going to say? Oh, that was the fourth and fifth string. So yeah, put him out there, man. I think he if you want him to be your starter, why not put him out there? I guess
right.
So
but they don't want him to be the starter.
They don't want him to be right. But if you
they want him to fail.
They've seen Dylan Gabriel. Honestly, they've seen him in practice.
I know we have.
Yeah, they're not trying to throw that man out there.
So this about being wrong. You know what I mean? What do you think this is?
These are millionaire organizations, billionaire organizations with millionaire ownership, management inside, man. Them GMs don't want to be wrong. They don't want to be proven wrong. Absolutely. This is egos here, dog.
Massive egos at that.
Massive egos. So yeah, we all know what it is, man. So I don't know if Shaduer would get the start, but I would rather see him get the start than Dylan Gabriel. Honestly, that's just my opinion. All right, but great job, Shaduer. Let's jump into our teams, man. Corey, you watched your team live for 3 quarters. Tell me your thoughts. And it's preseason, so you just look and for me, I don't look for W's. I just look for players to see what they are doing.
Right,
You tell me what you saw in your Atlanta Falcons. Give me your good, your bad, and your ugly of your team in that game.
So, you're right. The totality of the game was taken away. But I'll tell you honestly, from the jump, where my focus was, it was behind what we did in the draft. Our first 8 picks were defense. So, I'm being straight up with you. We had 4 sacks in the first half, which is not bad, man. We had, they were switching out guys. There was some good hitting going on. I think our this team is going to be predicated on some good defense, and that's what I was looking at. I didn't expect for Shook, what's his name? Shook, I think the backup quarterback that they had. I think 14 for 29 or something like that. That's not what I was paying more attention to. I was paying attention to where our breakdown was on defense. Our the cornerbacks, safeties, and of course the pass rush. Those were what my focuses were. Now, as far as takeaways, yeah, I would have wished for more time. I know that a lot of these guys that are playing on offense, I won't be seeing. There's a lot of these guys you just won't be able to. So I could take away not being able to see enough of those guys. But my positives, let me see, the negatives was, like I said, I didn't get enough chance because they took away about 14 minutes because of the situation that happened beyond their control. My positives were I like the defense. We held strong. We still got some, like I said, some holes in there because those players probably won't be there with the cornerbacks. But and they were actually going up against your ex quarterback there, the Red Rifle. So I would expect for him to kind of dissect them a little bit more because he's a seasoned quarterback that can get it there. Allen threw I think a touchdown also against that defense, but by that time, that was third and fourth strings out there, definitely. So wasn't bad from what I wanted to see, which was a healthy defense.
Okay.
Defensive game.
OG, I know you didn't watch your boys.
You did?
So preseason. No,
I watched Shaduer.
Yeah, he watched the door. So preseason for you, OG. Do you want to see your starters get any burn in the preseason?
Yeah, they get burned like most teams do. They get burned with the last preseason game, and then he may decide to put them in next preseason game. But I know they didn't play this preseason game. But yeah, like I said, I don't invest much in preseason because, like Corey just said, most of the players you're watching out there, you won't see them when the season starts. So I guess you can see who you hope will be there, but who you hope will be there still may not be there.
Yeah.
So I verify my roster when they get down to the final 53.
Okay. All right. For me, man, my good, my bad, and ugly, and for me, I watch it because I want to see my depth. I want to see depth pieces that I have on the squad, and my good was I had some players out there that I thought really done well. Phil Moffitt, the Clemson running back. Me and OG actually talked a little bit about him on the phone. He actually ran the ball hard. I liked what I saw out of him. He looked very, very good out there. My linebacker, Maris Leofow, I thought he played well. My offensive tackle, our starting offensive tackle got hurt. So we're trying to see if he's not back, do we have another guy that can fill in that spot in week 1? And I like what I saw out of Nate Thomas. Nate Thomas I think he's in his second year. So he was hurt last year, so we kind of kept him, on the back burner, just getting his strength up. But he actually played really, really well yesterday. I was impressed with what I saw at him. And our backup left tackle as well, right tackle as well, Lyle Collins, an old Cowboy who actually came back and we re-signed him. He actually looked good. So those are my good. Jonathan Mingo looked good. Trayshawn Holden looked excellent. he has an opportunity to maybe, push himself up into that 6-man, 7-man wide receiver group that we may have. So I like that. Jonathan Mingo, of course, we picked up from Carolina last year. He looked good, even though he don't have any stats, but he had 2 major pass interference penalties against him, man. So where he was running wide open.
Who'd y'all play, G?
We played the Rams, Los Angeles Rams.
Okay.
So we did a really good job, man, keeping their front 7 off of Joe Milton. Joe Milton was rocky. That he might be he's part of my ugly. He's a work in progress. He has a strong arm. Where it's going, that's the only thing we got to figure out. Sometimes, that ball there is no touch on them passes, man. It's a bullet every time. So, but he had his good and his bad, but he's part of my ugly. My run defense, that was ugly early on. Them first 2 drives by the Los Angeles Rams, man, they was just running it, passing it, running it, passing it, running it, passing it. At one point, they got a penalty for a holding penalty, and they was 1st and 20 from like they 10-yard line. Next play, man, threw a 21-yard pass, wide open. Like it. So that
Wow.
was disappointing. I felt, but they got better. Rams controlled the first quarter. Second quarter, we kind of got our footing right, man, and played a lot better. We held them a lot better from that point on. So I think they had probably like 80, 85, 90 yards in the first quarter of rushing. They was rushing at ease, man. But I think they ended up like 160 total for next, so they're about 70 yards for the next 3 quarters. So I can deal with that, man. They
What was the score?
31-21. 31-21.
Okay.
Then my bad. Whew, my cornerbacks, man. Oh, they looked horrible out there. Keemon Hall, and he may be a starter because our starters are hurt right now. So he may be a starter in the slot. So we'll see. But he didn't look good at all. Neither did Booth. Booth was struggling on the outside as well. He was part of the reason they were throwing the ball. They was making your Georgia boy look good out there. Stetson Bennett. Oh yeah, Stetson Bennett was boy. He was throwing that thing, dog. But he had open receivers out there, man. So that looked pretty bad. But it's crazy. My 4 stringers came in and played better than they did. The ones that started, which was sad to see. But so those are my takes. I don't put too much stock in it. Like I said, I just look at players. I don't look at the totality of the game. I look at players to see what they did well and what they didn't do well.
So let me, if you don't mind me asking you a question, G. As far as your defense is concerned, I know without, we're hoping that I think when you posted, or at least in our group, that Jerry and Micah had, just went together to talk amongst each other. What does this defense, just off of first look like without Micah?
Without Micah, and I can only go by I can only go by off of last year. Without Micah, we get no pressure. I feel this year will be different. I feel we have more pass rushers this year, and so I think it would be different. But they will be a lot better when number 11 is on the other side. Because now,
so no potential plug no potential plugs, like 2 or 3 guys that can hold this dude down. No bright spots in that hole.
Yeah. You like I said, we have Dante Fowler, Nealon, my boy Ezraku. Yeah, you have players that's going to be able to fill that spot. Sam Williams, that's going to be able to fill that spot. If some, God forsake, that he does not resign, but they can hold it down. But him being there makes them that much better. So
okay,
so yeah, it'll be something. It'll be something when he gets there. We'll be a high pressure team. I expect to have more turnovers in the preseason. I think we'll have 2 so far. We should be a high turnover team. I'm looking at the Chargers, and they are a high turnover team. They are turning people over like crazy. I think they have 4 the first week, and they have 5 this week. They have 5 today playing against the Saints. So I expected us to have a lot more turnovers.
Okay.
No, I did not say they're not talking. I didn't say they're not talking. I said in the group chat that they talked for 4 hours the other day.
So, but his agent.
I'm not sure they can say that.
He better be there.
Hey, welcome on, Kamarie, my dog. So, in these other games that have been going on, man, I saw the Jacksonville. I've been watching all of them. The Jacksonville Jaguars kicker kicked a 70-yard field goal.
I saw that live because I was watching it. Travis Hunter.
40
yards. 40 yards on the 40-yard line on his side of the field.
and he ain't the starting kicker.
Yeah, he does that. That's that kicker.
And he had a little bit of room
to spare.
That's the kicker.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the kicker. Yeah, that's the kicker. Yeah.
He had a little bit of room to spare.
Yeah.
He didn't just barely get it.
What?
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest,
that's a lot of leg.
That's a lot of leg. And I'm gonna be honest. Watching that Jaguars team, I laughed at the coach, man, when he said Duval.
Duval.
He was struggling with the Duval, but preseason now. But they look good. They look energized. It looks a little different than what they've been looking, man. So I like that, man. Very interesting team. That dynamic.
So Pete the game, and I know OG may not like me saying this, but I'm going with what somebody else said. They said your Cowboy kicker can possibly do it too, or get somewhere close to it too. Is that right?
Yeah. He's practicing to hit 70 yards before. Yeah. So
okay, up like that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the fact that they got some guys that could. Yeah. Okay. So Cowboy kicker can do it too.
He's one of them ones. He's one of them ones, man. So
he ain't the only one. Put it that way.
But the fact that we got 2 bona fide guys that can kick 70 yards. Yeah. Hey man, that's amazing.
He ain't 70 in a live game yet, though.
Yeah. But hold
on. Remember
how we were about to go Mike McCarthy froze up, man.
I'm not saying what he was
about to give him a shot.
He about to give him a shot.
We're not talking about to. I was about to hit. I was about to hit Larry, but I didn't.
Yeah. Cowboys kicker would be the only offensive scorer. Yeah, he's gonna be kicking a lot of extra points. You're right.
Man, see, here we go. We what's the next topic? We're not getting stuck on this.
Cam Ward, OG, man. How did you think Cam Ward looked in his debut?
I ain't seen him.
Okay.
When did they play?
They played Saturday as well.
Saturday night, same time Jacksonville play.
Yeah.
That's why I ain't seen it. I was watching Travis Hunter.
They played Tampa.
I should have watched that game too. So I see Shaduer, Shiloh.
I
saw a couple plays with Shiloh where he bringing the pain, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a good game. Saleh had a good game as well. And I like what I saw out of both teams. Cam Ward, he looks as advertised, man. He looks mature. And that's what kind of shocked me. He looks super mature, comfortable in the pocket. He wasn't the guy who was just trying to get out there and run around. And no, he was standing in the pocket, man, throwing darts. So I can appreciate seeing that. Him and Calvin Ridley, like they have a connection that's like it's been fortified for a long time.
Calvin
So
Ridley, huh?
yeah. That's his
Huh.
new bestie over there, man. So they look good.
Yeah.
That's the third team, isn't it?
Yeah, well, second, 13, yeah,
Third.
13, yeah, 13. Yeah, well, he was there last year. He was there with him last year too.
He was in Jacksonville the year before, right?
Yeah, year before that. Yeah.
After you left Atlanta.
Yeah. What I laughed at is, Corey sent us a video of a guy jumping off sides, kept jumping off sides, kept jumping off sides. What team is this? Like, what team? He was like, Tennessee. And what did I see? On that, when I was watching them, the bell was jumping off sides. I said, man, I said, oh Lord, they was practicing jumping off sides, man. So yeah, I thought that was funny, man. The New York Giants, their three-headed monster in their quarterback room actually looked pretty good, man. Jackson Dart was actually out there throwing darts, man. And then they brought in Jameis Winston as their third. Of course, don't be worried about me, man. They brought in Jameis Winston as their third quarterback, man. And of course, he went down there and put points up too. Their offense looked very, very potent in this preseason. So remember, I told y'all these fans out here are feeling their teams all right now, y'all. And you go listen to Giants talk on Twitter and on their little pages. They talking crazy on there, y'all. So,
Are they? What they saying?
They saying that the Eagles are going to be the last. They're going to be the number 4 in the NFC East. Not the Giants anymore. They saying they about to jump over all everybody else. So
Because of Jackson Dart?
just because of Russell Wilson, they like what Russell Wilson is doing over there. So
We'll see come first game of the season.
yeah, for real. All right, Kamari said, "G, who do you have starting quarterback week 1 for the Browns?" Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
I have Joe Flacco starting for like the first 5, maybe 4 or 5 games, and then
What? That many?
yeah, I think they'll give him 4 or 5, and then I think you'll see Shaduer get in there.
I can't say that yet.
You can't say that yet.
Nah. Because you can't predict what these Browns gonna do. I'm sorry, Kanisha.
That is true.
Woo,
I'm
Lord.
not ready to get down to the final roster, and then I answer that question.
Yeah, that's a great point. That is a great point.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm thinking because they're afraid to do what they want to do, which is let him go. Because they really looked at as some fools. And you're right. I need to know with that final with a 53-man roster. I need to know. I know.
Yeah, Kamari said similar beliefs with the Cowboys and Dak. Good, go Vols. Man, you got to go watch your guy, dog. Stop. I know he played for y'all. Boy, you giving me false hope over here with this guy.
I meant to ask you that. So Dak ain't got no problems right now. He ain't losing his job to
No. Man.
Because I thought when they picked out that, man, I thought so. I was like, man, he finna lose his job.
Dog. Like, Will Greer came in because he hurt his elbow. So he came in and moved the ball down the field with no problem.
So this ain't gonna be no quarterback competition.
I'm like, Joe Milton might have lost his second string spot. He might be third string after Will Greer went down. Like he might have played himself out of the second spot. Because they got him in the second spot right now. He might have played himself out of it. Because he just has so much work he has to do, man. When I tell you he has a strong arm, but they're like, oh, he shouldn't have even tried to throw that ball. Like, but because he trusts his arm so much, he tries to throw into like that's not even a hole. What are you doing, dog? That's not. He actually should have had about 3 or 4 interceptions yesterday. They just can't catch.
Gotta make a hole.
Yeah, he trying to make a hole. Trying to make a hole over there, man. So
wow.
Yeah, man. Listening to Kamar, yeah, man, this dude here, boy. Had me
I
all
told you to
excited.
drink the Kool-Aid too.
Yeah. Yeah, Quest. That's what I said, Quest. Like they won't start him because they have Joe Flacco over there already. They won't start him. But I think he'll be the next one there. He rusty sat for a season. Man, this man been playing all off season, dog. I don't want to hear that he rusty. Get out of here. All right, man. Let's go into our last and final segment. And we'll talk. Oh, not yet. Rule changes. How did y'all like the rule change of the measuring first downs now? There's no more chain game. They look at it upstairs and whoop. All right, first down. How do you all like that process? Let's go with you, OT.
I don't know. They depend a lot on technology. what happened during the game? That technology go out. You gonna bring your chain game out?
Bring it out. Bring it back.
But yeah, I guess the expectation is supposed to speed up the game. You don't have to wait for the chain game to come out. Put the sticks down, get them lined up, pull the stick, pull out your business card, see if it's a first down or not.
It definitely speeds it up. I think they said the difference in time is the virtual thing now is 30 seconds, and the other way was like 95 seconds. So it should definitely speed the game up some, man. Corey, how do you feel about it, man?
I like it. I actually like it. They're doing the same thing that tennis is doing. There's a chip in the ball. There's the grid. The grid now has panoramic, what they call it, AI inhibited field markers or whatever. And that ball is supposed to be, what they say, up to 1,000 inches or 1,000, whatever they call it, of the spot or whatever. And wherever it stopped next to that grid piece, the whole grid has these little things on it or whatever. Like I said, this is all new to us. This is AI, but they're taking it in the sense of like Wimbledon and all the tennis views where they have, they take a lot of the responsibility off of the line judges and all that stuff, and they're going with what the AI is saying. So if it does speed up the game, but if it gets the play right, I'm all for it.
Good. Okay. I have a question for y'all, and it's not about the rule change or anything, but it is football related, and it's about the teams, the 32 teams in the league. Do y'all feel it's fair that each team gets the same amount of money off of the profit sharing?
That each team gets the same amount of money off the profit share. Evidently, you don't think it's fair.
Yeah.
No. I'm just asking.
I say
teams, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
So like, it's so should the Arizona Cardinals get just as much money as the Kansas City Chiefs or the
They go out there playing like everybody else.
They do go out there and play. Do they play on national television? Do
they
they have
may not.
national televised games? Do they get the same? Do they bring in the same amount of money as?
Lord.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
So
Yes.
I say yes only because that portion that they're getting, that share, the profit share portion is not the same amount. Because we understand that the revenue from the fans and TV is going to be different, but we still need to get a part of, because we're a part of the league. We still need to get a piece of the pie. You know, we still need to get a part of the 32 team profit margin. Give us our half. We may not make a lot at the door. We may not make a lot on the seats and TV, but we will get a part of like I said, we're a part of this club. We're part of the National Football League. Give us our profit share, because we do go out there and play. You know,
And then if you
not
try
on the same level.
Yeah, but then if you try to
Go
come
ahead.
up with a metrics to divvy it up, it's not gonna be right.
Not gonna be right. Yeah.
It ain't gonna be right.
Yeah, I mean that, and the richer get rich, the poor get poor. So that'd be that type of thing. Yeah. So I agree with y'all. I think everybody should get a portion of it, man. How much do y'all think they get? Each team gets. Just give me a number. And in the chat, man, y'all give me a number as well.
In terms of millions, you got to get. Come on.
Yeah,
where are we?
It's definitely millions. Yeah, it's definitely millions.
Okay.
32 teams.
Is it 100 million apiece?
I don't know
Right,
that much.
Corey said 100 million.
I say 40.
This man said 14%.
14%.
Okay. Oh,
Each
what?
team gets 14%. What?
Yeah. Yeah. What?
What are we talking about? All right. So what else you got in the chat? So Corey got 100 mil. OG got 40 mil. What else? What you got in the chat? Quest, Larry Wright, my dad, James Lil John, Roddy Lil John. Phil, give me some numbers, man, before I give y'all the exact number. All right, they're a little slow. They're looking it up. That's what it is. They're trying to look it up. All right, man.
They could do like I used to do when I went on the show. You know what I used to do?
Look it up. Google.
I used to ask Alexa.
Oh. The answer is $423 million each team gets.
God dang.
Give me my portion.
Give me my portion.
23 million each. And it's 32 teams.
32 teams.
That just let you know how much the NFL is
The
doing.
NFL is breaking in a killing.
That's why I didn't. That's why it wouldn't have hurt them much to stop that game the other night. That little bit when they hurt.
Pop
that
said
little bit would not.
2 billion. 2 billion?
That little bit would not hurt. You say
that's the profit share margin too.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bread, man.
That's a lot of bread, dog. So yep. So each team gets that, man, this year. And so
3.5 billion.
How much is the total?
That's more than one. That's more than 1 billion. How much is that? That's
2.3.
It told my calculator. It gotta give me E's and stuff. I multiply 423 million times 32. It gives me letters and stuff. What?
So you refer to your local encyclopedia.
Yeah.
All right. Two more questions, y'all. All right. What's the average playing career for an NFL player now?
Average playing career. Average.
I'm going to say, now you're just saying player, not a running back, wide
player.
You say average player.
Yep.
7 years.
I'm going to say.
Or should I say 5? I'm gonna stick with 7.
I'm gonna say 10.
10. Okay.
That's a long time.
Woof. Okay. So Corey got 10. OG has 7. What y'all got in the chat, man? What you got in the chat? What's the average career length for a NFL player? The average. Y'all gonna be shocked by this.
2.5.
My chat line, I don't know
Two
what's
and a
going on
half
my chat line. My chat line, they slow over there, man. I don't know, they can't hear us. But 3 to 3.5 years.
I started to say 2.5.
Pop says 16. Mario says 5.5. Pop says 16 years.
That's a lot now.
Good Lord,
So-
Pop.
So in order to get an NFL pension, you got to be here 4 years, right? In order to get the, and I think they're considering moving it to 5 years to make it harder to get a pension. And you saying it's 3.5?
It's
Is the
3
average?
is the average.
Yeah.
10 seasons. No. Yep. No, Pop.
Yeah. I thought it was 10. Man,
Yeah. Ain't that something?
that is. And I'm if somebody can help me out, TCY family, did they move it to 5 years to get an NFL pension? I knew they had, it used to be 4, but before G asks his other question, I guess we'll get into that. But just if y'all can look that up from how many years you have to play in the NFL to get a pension?
How many games do you have to play for it to be considered an accredited year? So to go to your pension,
for the individual person?
Yeah, individual person. Okay. How many games do you have to play for it to be considered an accredited year?
I would say play 17 games. I would say 9.
Oh man. I would say they're gonna say something.
This says to be eligible for NFL pension, a player must accrue 3 credited seasons.
Okay.
This means they must be active. They must be on the active, inactive, injured reserve, or physically unable roster for at least 3 regular seasons.
That's better than I thought. Okay, cool. I'm gonna
say
in
that criteria.
Yeah.
They getting in and getting out.
Man, I got a pinch.
All right.
I'm gonna say 12 games.
12 games for an accredited. Ooh. My dad says a third of the games.
So a third of 17 games. What?
About 6 games. Okay.
6 and 6 and 12, 34, 67, 18. Yeah, I guess around that much.
Yeah.
6,
Okay.
Yeah. 5.5, 6 games.
5.5, 6 games. All right. Anybody else? All right. And Pop is right. It's 6 games. 6 games. That's all you got to play to have an accredited year. So if you don't play 6 games,
I can see that.
If you don't play 6 games, and like
you don't get that credit for that,
he may not be accredited in a year for this thing right here. So
how many accredited years does he have? He qualified for pension?
he got more them Texas years. He was okay, right? He had 3.
Yeah.
How many in Texas?
He was in Texas for what, 4 years?
Just about. I know that first contract, right?
Yeah.
That rookie contract, wasn't it?
He was definitely there for the rookie contract. And then he get traded right after that, or right before his rookie contract was up, like in his 5th year.
I can't remember. That boy been hurt so long.
Man. They say 5 seasons.
Oh, he's there 5 seasons? Okay.
2017 to 2021.
So that fit that, yeah. So he got it. Remember, he got suspended his 5th season, right?
Right. So he played at least 4 seasons.
At least 4 seasons. Yeah.
He qualified for the
Yeah.
pension.
Remember the allegations?
Yeah.
Remember
He
you,
was
you
suspended, huh?
you forgot all about the masseuse. You
Yeah.
forgot that you used to be on that thing heavy.
Don't make him bring that up. No,
I
no,
know,
no.
I know, I know.
Just keep on moving. Keep on moving. Yeah, we won't stay on
Great,
that.
great commentary.
Yeah, keep on moving. Yeah. I
Hey,
can see the wheels turning, boys. Keep on moving.
he was about to get going. Hey man, last and final segment, we'll talk about should this guy get his number in the rafters in Los Angeles. Let's give it up to Cooking Dad. True reviews. Cooking Dad.
You know, everybody drink responsible.
You won't want to take the opinion of a stranger. That type of advice is just not for you, because you're at that time of the day where you don't want to waste your money, and your plan is to throw back a shot or two. You're not necessarily an alcohol person, and picking out a brand is fairly new. If you want something to go with your burger, possibly a steak, then check out Cooking Dad's drink reviews. Remember, drink responsibly and click that subscribe too, and go with the one the crew and you trust. Cooking Dad's drink reviews.
Thank you, Cooking Dad Drink Reviews, for being a wonderful sponsor of our last segment. All right, fellas, man. LBJ is going to be retiring pretty soon, man, and he's passing the torch on to Luka Doncic. When it's all said and done, LA has some names, some jerseys in the rafters up there, man. Should LeBron James' name go in those rafters in Los Angeles? Not in Cleveland, definitely in Cleveland, but in Los Angeles. Let's start with you, Cora.
Nope. No. Oh, I'm sorry. Hell no.
Dang, cool.
I don't think so. He's been, he was a part of that like I said, that asterisk that we call a championship, which I get. But as far as Laker lore, no, not at all. Not at all. I know he's been there. What I think G said 7 seasons. I think it is, or what's it's something crazy. But
yeah,
no, it because he came in there with the name already.
Mm-hmm.
But from what for the name that he brought to the table, I'm no, I don't like it because I know I asked G these questions a lot. Was he a Laker? Was he? But not in the rafters.
Not in the rafters.
Go back to Cleveland, even the Heat, but he just didn't do enough for me in LA. In LA, nope.
Okay. OG.
So, what is the qualification for going in the Raptors?
Awesomeness. This
ain't your team.
A better feeling.
This ain't your team.
No,
this is your team.
I know it ain't. Come on,
you
man.
Can't question, man. You can't answer that question.
It definitely, for me, it has to be multiple championships. It has to be a team that was a premier team by the time you were there. And when I say premier, battling for championships while you were there, I think it has to be on that level, man. You had to have turned this team into, I don't want to say a dynasty, but it has to be up there with a dynasty.
Do you have a list of that Raptors group, G?
We know Kobe, both jerseys for Kobe. Madge.
It says
Kareem,
Elgin Baylor, Wilt Chamberlain, Gail Goodrich, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, James Worthy, Jerry West, Jamal Wilkes, Kobe Bryant.
You hear that list?
Yeah.
You hear that list? Hey man, come on, man. Okay, I'm gonna put it this way, and then I step off of it. You got guys like Like D Fish, who got 6. I mean, what? How many he got with them? He was there the whole time with Kobe, right? He got 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You got. I know this may be a little bit stretchy, but you got Fox, you got Ori, you got some of them guys that actually were on them championship teams that went hard and really was a part of, like I said, that championship lure that you were talking about, Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of what you came to the team for, it's like saying Michael Jordan should be up in the rafters at the Wizards.
At the Wizards?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, he did 3 seasons with the Wizards.
Says that Michael Cooper, number 21, was recently retired. So does that automatically mean he goes in the Raptors?
Michael Cooper?
Michael Cooper, what? He been retired. What you talking about?
Yeah.
No, it says his number 21 was recently retired.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the number. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it should go in the Raptors then, right?
But it's
the number.
Yeah, because all the rest of these retired jerseys retired too.
Oh, so help me out, G. So if your number retired for the Lakers, it don't necessarily mean it's in the Raptors, though.
That's a good question. I would think it should be in the Raptors.
Because now that's what I'm saying. Help me understand the difference. I guess what Laker traditions are. You know, you could be in the Raptors. I mean, your number could be retired, but not be in the Raptors. So he's saying there's levels to your stardom.
I didn't know they had numbers that were retired and not in the Raptors. That was new to me.
And I'm not saying. It just says that at the end of this comment, it says that George Mikan, number 99, retired, and additionally, Michael Cooper's number 21 was recently retired. And it's the same paragraph. We're talking about Laker players in the Raptors.
Okay.
So there's levels to it at the Lakers.
Yeah, I guess maybe he doesn't belong there, but he'll get a statue in the Raptors in Cleveland.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there one in Miami?
Does it belong to be in the Raptors?
I ain't gonna lie to you. That Heat squad.
He brought 2 championships there.
He brought 2 championships.
Yeah, so he might. So how many players have their team in the Raptors in multiple arenas?
Oh wow,
that's a great question.
He might be one of them.
In multiple arenas. I think I know Kareem in Milwaukee before he left to go to the Lakers. I think his is in Milwaukee. When the Milwaukee Bucks before he came to the Lakers, right? He was at Milwaukee for 8 years.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many years.
And the other person I think, and y'all can help me out, is Kevin Durant. I'm not sorry, Kevin Garnett. Didn't they do something for him at the?
I think Shaq is the other one. Don't Shaq got it in Orlando and in LA?
Oh no, I was just asking. I don't know.
Yeah,
that would make sense though, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did he do a lot? And besides, I know he went to the championship one time with them, but did he do enough to go up in the Raptors? 32 in the Raptors.
I think they did because they were an expansion team. So
they said 16 players.
16 players got multiple?
Yeah.
Oh. So that
Wilt Chamberlain, Philadelphia 76ers, and Golden State Warriors. Oh, dang, they say and Los Angeles Lakers.
We got 3.
Wow. Shaquille O'Neal, Los Angeles Lakers. He got 3. Miami Heat and the Orlando Magic.
Oh, nigga, they just putting people up there. The Miami Heat.
Now I don't know about this. This may not be right. AI done messed up on this. You know why I say AI done messed up on this?
What is that?
Because this ain't right. Because they say Michael Jordan
Oh Lord.
Retired by the Chicago Bulls. And guess what they say?
The Wizards.
The Wizards.
No. The Miami Heat.
Oh Lord.
Okay, yeah.
I got
All
to
right,
go to a more valuable list. I got to go to a more valuable
yeah. Okay.
AI didn't do too good on that one.
Hey, I made up some stuff on that one.
Yeah, I made up some stuff on that one.
Okay, so it's iffy. So we iffy about Miami. So
I think he should be in Miami.
This and the reason I brought this up, and my wife actually brought this up to me, and she said, "Does people not talk about LeBron and the steroids that he was on before, like they did with Barry Bonds?"
Steroid.
What's steroid?
LeBron.
Who was LeBron on steroid?
Y'all forgot? Remember when his trainer got arrested for those steroids, and then LeBron came back the next year 100 pounds lighter. Y'all forgot about that?
But they didn't. But that was ever proven that he was on steroids.
They never came out and tested him to see if he did.
So as of right now, that's an assumption.
No, the whole body
Yeah,
type.
you digging. Yeah, you digging.
Right? That's an assumption. You know,
Look, everybody knows my wife. My wife don't watch sports. My wife came to me and told me about it, like, why don't nobody talk about that? That Barry Bonds not allowed in the Hall of Fame because of that, but they just let LeBron get off on it. I was
So you say he came back? Because you say he came back lighter.
He said he came back 100 pounds lighter.
It wasn't.
He wasn't 100 pounds.
It was way lighter.
Well, he lost some weight to kind of because he was getting older. That what you talking about?
The man is known to get in shape. G, come on now.
He been a specimen for 20 years.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm just saying.
Chris, I love you, but somebody we're reaching here now. We're reaching.
Look. I'm finna get back to him. You got an agenda. You got some kind of agenda with that. Yeah. You got some kind of agenda, man.
Yeah. We ain't talking about nothing like this and I don't know when. We talking about somebody going in the Raptors. Now he's trying to defame him, man.
Yeah, man, come on, you got an agenda with this, man.
How do you fake innocent Crystal into being a LeBron hater? Look, man, I was surprised my baby knew about it. I was like, babe, you remember that? She was like, yeah, I remember that. That thing was hot on Twitter. Yeah.
How is it hot?
Can't believe it. Why you say you're right? She doesn't watch sports. You out there. You out that in her head. You put that in her head. No, I did not, man.
I'm glad I didn't get cut off. Cut me off the last 3 shows.
Hey, Pee-wee said, I'm like Chris. I want answers.
Yeah. Y'all want to start bringing it.
LeBron just can't get a break.
I mean, the haters out there, man.
Yeah, I don't remember none of that. The drug days. I don't.
Man.
What was it? Lakers, Heat, or Cleveland?
Heat.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Jeff Teague alleged LeBron took steroids on the Miami Heat. He brought it back out.
That was clickbait.
I hope that ain't right. Jeff Teague, my guy, but God, he been hating on a lot of people lately.
He need to get back out there. That's what we're getting back out there.
True.
All right, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all rocking with everybody out there. My dog James Little John. Titus, what's going on? Yeah, Jeff Teague said it too. Yeah, Jeff Teague just said it. That's Mike Franklin. What's going on, Mike? Yeah, welcome back, big homie. My dad, Larry Wright. My homeboy, Kamarie White. Make sure y'all check him and his wife out. Pushing this podcast on all your podcast platforms. Riding Little John. My dad, Did my dad ever tell us what kind of haircut he wanted?
I don't think so.
I don't think he did, man. Pop, you didn't put in what you need, man. My cuz Phil Harris, my dogs over at 1200. Y'all know who y'all are. Brianna, Dorothy, Miss Val, Joy, Chris, Alicia. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Make sure y'all come over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. I don't think y'all hit it yet. All right. We love y'all. Anybody else out there I may have missed, man, charge on my eyes, not my heart. We love y'all. Remember to keep your head on a swivel and keep God first. We'll see y'all on Wednesday at 8 o'clock, man. We are out. Peace.